Business. Um, Today we're gonna continue our topic about poultry business, chicken business in the Gambia, as the title says. Okay, and first we can start by um, you can rent a piece of land, okay, and the cost varies as I did my research, like $5,000 per year, 5,000 to $20,000 per year, which is $100 or $400 USD. Okay, and then it depends also on the size um, of the land you're looking for. Thank you. As you guys comment, please like and subscribe. Okay, and also land purchase. If you plan on buying a land in the Gambia, it can be up to $50,000 to $200,000. That means $1,000 to $4,000. Okay, and also it depends on the location. You have to do your research. Poultry business is very profitable in the Gambia. As I mentioned last time, a lot of these, whether it's food, is imported. Certain, like I would say, people are not really doing any farming over there. It's now that we are putting words out there for of the young ones, the youths, to go into agriculture. Okay, so you have to do your research as of somebody that's planning on relocating to the Gambia in West Africa. It's important that you do your research about land purchase to do agriculture, or you can rent a farm to start your chicken business. And as I said, it can be from $50,000 to $200,000, which is 1,000 USD to 4,000 USD. Okay. Um, Also, you have to house your chicken coop or shed. You have to. You can house up to 200, depends on the size of your chicken. Okay, if you want to start small, a small farm, or the type of farm you want to start, you can start with 200 birds. Okay, and the basic structure can be um, $30,000 to $60,000, which is 600 to 1,200 USD. Okay, to build a small building, poultry house for your chicken, because remember, we have up to 8 months dry season, and the rest is rain, non-stop rain. I'm just saying, because I live there. I lived in the Gambia. I'm just saying. Welcome, my family, and please tap, 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 tap. Yeah. And share the live. I'm just saying, because don't say that Amarachi Business didn't warn you. Okay. Cage for layout for your poultry. If you choose to use battery cage for eggs, um, that can cost you between $15,000 to $30,000, which is $600. A small setup. You don't need a big setup, especially if you, let's say, you go in there for the first time. You do your market research. Okay, you need to start on a small scale. You don't want to waste money, and do your budget and stick to your budget. Okay, one thing about the Gambia, you have to negotiate your price. Not every price they tell you, and you're gonna say, okay, I have the money, I can afford it, I'll pay it. No, don't do that. You have to negotiate your way by any means necessary, okay? Because remember, you're just coming from the diaspora and you may not know the culture. So you got to learn and see, go to the to Brikama market, go to Serekunda market and see all these women are negotiating their prices. Okay, so you don't want to come there and look like you coming with a bag of money, and so that's when your money is finished, don't come crying here, because I'm just gonna say, I told you so. Um, so for a basic structure, it's from $30,000 C's to $60,000 C, which is 600 to 1,200 USD. Okay, and when you want to know how to convert the money, okay, you take the dollar C, let's say the $30,000 C, you divide it by 65, the rate of for the day, okay, and then that's when you're gonna know how much is in USD, okay. And also, if you choose to, like I said, to use a battery cage for egg to lay your hens, your little hen, that can cost up to $15,000 to $30,000, see, which is 300 to 600 for a small setup. Remember that one, okay? Now, layer chicks for egg. So if you want to only go for egg production, around $50 C to $75 C per chick, which is $1 to $1.50. If you buy 100 chicks, this will cost $5,000 C to $7,500 C, which is $100 or one to 150 USD. Okay, this is for layer chicks for egg production. Okay, so remember that. What I will do, for the people that on TikTok, if you want that information, you're gonna have to go on my YouTube channel, and then you're gonna see the link for my YouTube channel. You click underneath it, it will take you to the YouTube channel. Then you're gonna see all that information on the description below. Okay, so now the broiler chick for meat production, around $30 C to $50 C per chick. Okay, and total cost for a small farm with 200 bird, only 200 bird, yeah. The cost could range between $5,000 to $15,000, which is $100 to $300. If you want to buy 200 chickens, so you want to buy 200 chickens, so that will cost you $100 to $300. They use dollar seed. Don't go there with your dollar and just, they're not gonna accept that. These people, they don't use dollars. You have to go and change your money. They use dollar seed. So it's from $5,000 seed to $15,000 seed. Okay, so that's if you want to buy 200 chicken to start your small poultry business. Okay, now if you want to, now we're going to talk about feed and nutrition. Me, when I was growing up in Haiti, because a lot of you may know that I was not born here in the United States. I grew up in the countryside of Haiti. And when I had my chickens, I used to give them corn. And also, when the chicken gets sick, my chicken will go and treat themselves. And before you know it, they don't have any issues because they're smart. They will just pick into, like different leaves. And if they have diarrhea, if they have diarrhea, and then they just go and take care of themselves, and before you know it, my chicken will be fine. Okay, this because I raise organic chicken. Okay, so now let's go to the nutrition. Feed is one of the largest recurring expenses in poultry farming. A small farm with 200 birds required starter feed for chicks first to 6 weeks around $30,000 to $40,000. It's $600 to $800. Okay, for 200 birds. So remember that. So you need to spend $30,000 to $40,000. For me, I didn't give my chickens any antibiotics. As I'm telling you guys, they took care of themselves. Okay, and if you feel like your chickens are getting sick, tap 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 tap, please tap tap tap. If you feel like your chickens are getting sick, you can boil some thyme. You boil thyme and with clove, and you put in you just give it to them as tea. They will drink it. That's a form of antibiotics. Okay, they'll drink it. They'll be fine. Okay, they'll be fine. And there's a different taste with those chickens too. It's not the same taste. If you're giving them this hormone and injection and doing the most with them, believe you me, their feet is gonna be as big as a horse. Okay, now you can have them running around in the farm. You can just put like secure the land with bricks. You just, if it's your own land, you just, like put a wall. Okay, put a wall, because believe you me, they will fly up. Put it as high as you can. They will fly up and up and up. I had one chicken I bought to cook for the family, and that chicken was he was determined. It was a she. She was determined that she was not going to be a meal on our plate, and I spent $500 for that chicken. Believe you me, that chicken was up on top of the wall that we have. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not fighting with you. You don't want to be a meal today? That's fine. So that's what I'm telling you. They're very smart. So if you're going to have a farm, make sure that if you build a wall, it's high enough for them not to fly, because they know how to fly, and they will fly and look at you. I'm ready to leave. I'm not staying here. I don't belong here. You guys are doing too much. So that's why you got to be really vigilant. Some of you who don't know about farming, and you think, oh, I want to do it. Yes, but do your research, okay? And lighting and heating, if necessary. You may need solar panel for lighting, or small generator can cost you $10,000 to $20,000, which means it's like $200 to $400, depending on the setup. Listen, my thing is with generator, when it comes to the continent, I don't like generators. I like solar panel. Hi, Maluf. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I don't like generators. I don't like anything that I have to rely on gasoline or fuel, however name they call it. They have the sun, okay? They have the sun, which is perfect. Perfect. Even though we have 8 months of rain, that 8 months of rain, the sun comes. The sun find a way to, and then you can charge your solar panel and use it. You have free. This is the best thing about living in Africa. Okay, just don't get excited if the light go out. But there's technology now. You can use solar panel. You use the sun. The sun has a lot of energy. Okay, because with the fuel or gasoline, they call it fuel over there, but we in the United States we call it gasoline. You sometimes you have to travel far to find a place where you can buy gasoline. To me, it doesn't make sense. If I could use the sun, perfect. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, water and feeders, okay? You don't need to be fancy. When you're starting like when you first start, you can get plastic containers, like plastic bowl. You wash them well, and then you put water for them until you start making money, and then you buy those fancy water feeders. Okay, you don't need to go all out. Is people are making it so hard for themselves. The chickens needs to be able to run around and drink water. Not they don't need to have all these fancy shenanigans. Just make sure you wash the bowl that they're gonna drink out of, and until you start making extra money to buy those fancy waters and feeders, okay? Which is cost you $100. So make it simple. You buy 200 chickens. Feed them. Give them corn. Give them corn. Let them run around. Let them, if they get sick, they know what kind of leaves they have to eat. And before you know it, they get better. And then, if you want to go the Haitian route, in the countryside where I grew up before I came here, you boil thyme and clove. You make a tea for them, and then you let it sit there. They'll drink it. Believe you me, if they don't see water and they see that tea, they'll drink it. Because I tried it before. They had no choice. Okay. If you have money to buy vaccine, you have money to have them see a vet, more power to you. Okay. You want to go that fancy route, more power to you, because it's going to cost you. It might cost you up to $5,000 to $10,000, which is $100 to $200. Okay, for supplies, vaccination, and health needs. And because now you're not done. You have labor costs. Okay, remember, you may need to hire somebody, which might cost you also $5,000 to $10,000. So by the time you spend all this money, and you're gonna get discouraged. Okay, I just got some people, they like videos, so I made my research and get that information, but I want to make it very simple for y'all. Buy your chickens, get a farm, get a space, Okay, for me, if it's me, I would invest more on those, fence. You put it as high because you don't want them to run away. Okay, and then once you invest in that, you plant. Just do your gardening because you want them to go to the garden as well, you know, and then because their feces is gonna use as a fertilizer, and then if they get sick, they will eat from the garden, whatever. Because believe you me, they are very smart creatures, and then they need space to lay their eggs as well. Okay, now we're still talking about small farm. Okay, transportation costs for getting feed chicks and selling products. It might cost you $2,000 C to $5,000 C per month, which is $40 to $100, okay, per month. Tap, 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 tap. As you guys come in, tap, tap, tap. That's all I ask. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. So now we're gonna go to land rent. And believe you me, when you're going to rent your land or you're buying land, you really have to do your due diligence. Okay, hire an attorney to do title search. The attorney, you don't know the rules of the land. If you're gonna buy a land, because sometimes the land can be purchased, multiple people can purchase the land, you don't know, and then you don't want to sit in court and have to figure out how you're gonna get your money back. You're never gonna get it. So before that happens, you make sure you spend a little bit of money on a lawyer that's gonna do title search for you. And then once everything is okay, the alcala, you have to go to the alcala, and I have to come back here and discuss about land. Okay, the process of getting a land in the Gambia. Okay, so you're gonna have to stay tuned for that video. And some of you, if you are serious about my TikTok families, if you're serious about buying land or doing business in the Gambia, once I'm done here, you can click on my YouTube thing on TikTok. It will take you to YouTube, and then you'll see on the description below, you'll follow the steps. Okay, all the steps. The reason why there's a lot of things that I didn't get myself caught up, whatever, because I live there. Okay, my family lives there, and I do research. And I grew up, before I came to the United States, I grew up in Haiti. So therefore I may have the French system, but Africa, some part of Africa, especially West Africa, is somewhat similar to the Caribbean. So we just do what we need to do. Okay, we don't do things blindly. Now let's go back to poultry housing. That could cost you $30,000 to $60,000, which is $600 to $1,200. The reason why you need to have the coop construction, okay? Like I said, it rain. You have raining season, and that raining season, believe you me, the amount of flood, you don't want to deal with that. So you don't want your chicken that you invested so much money and to have to deal with the rain. And when the rain says I'm not stopping, I'm not stopping. Okay, so at least you need to put something in place so when it rains, your chicken can go inside, and then when it stops, let them run around. They need to run around. Okay, Don't try to raise a chicken like you raise a chicken in the West. It doesn't work like that especially in West Africa and in the Caribbean. Okay, take it from me. Let me see. Chicken stocks. Some of these things to me, feed for the first month, which is $30,000 to $40,000 seeds. The chicken only needs corn, so you may not need to spend that much money. Okay. Like you break the corn. Equipment, waters, like I said, water feed. Just buy like plastic bowl for cheap and let it sit on the ground. They love that. They don't want any fancy stuff. It's we human beings that's making it much harder for ourselves. Because remember, if you want organic, I'm talking about organic chicken. If you want organic chicken, this is the easiest way to raise your chicken. And do your research, okay? If you want somebody to help you, you can hire one person in the beginning. You don't want to hire too many people. You can hire one person, and that person, you would pay them like $100 a month. $100 a month, which is like $5,000 to $10,000. See, $100 to $200, which is like, yeah, $5,000 to $10,000. See, like I said, the money fluctuates, so you have to divide the dollar. See, let's see if it's $20,000. So you divide it by 65. Last year it was 60 when I was there. The year before as well. The year before it was like 60. But it went up. Everything is going up. The dollar, you guys know. I don't want to do politics. So let me see. Your monthly operational expenses with feed, labor, veterinary care, if you want to have that, it might cost you $40,000 to $70,000, which is $800 to $1,400 per month. Okay, you can avoid all of these costs if you listen to what I just said before, because you don't need all these fancy shenanigans. You can cut your costs in half. Okay, you can cut it in half. Let me see. Yeah, and then once your chickens are ready, but you have to remember, some of you who were born in the West, okay, who live here for a long time, who grew up here in the West, and if you're going into poultry business, sometimes they want you to slaughter the chicken. Yeah, you have to be ready to do that, because some people, they buy the chicken, they don't want to slaughter the chicken. You have to slaughter the chicken for them. So if you're gonna say, "Ew, ow, ouch, itch, itch," believe you me, you are in the wrong business. Because for me, when I was growing up in the countryside, if we raise chicken, we raise pig, we raise animals. And when it's time for us to cook, we gotta slaughter. That's it. You just do what you gotta do. That's, otherwise you're not gonna have chicken for the day. Especially on Sundays. It was big for us in Haiti. In the countryside. Well, if you're not gonna slaughter, you will be in the wrong business. That's all I'm saying. Okay, my YouTube family, as you guys come, please, 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 Like and subscribe and share the video. Like and subscribe. This is free information you're getting from me. Okay? Free information. A lot of you wants to relocate to the Gambia, to Ghana, to Ivory Coast, you, anywhere in West Africa. Okay? So I have free information. Just listen and share, subscribe. Okay? Because you can't go to a country blindly. And then when you travel to Africa, to West Africa, don't expect you're gonna find job. Just you're gonna create your own job. Okay? Just put it in your mind. You go in there to create. Like me, I was selling corn flour. I would stay all night and set up my, we set up our little corn flour thing. I had to baggage and put it in the plastic bag, put the labels and all that thing, and then the hobby go at the market selling corn flour. You do what you gotta do. Okay, if you wanna live humble like I did, because I love the countryside, because I'm not a city, I would deal with the city, but I'm more a country person. I like peaceful life. I don't want drama. But you do what you got to do. You do your research, and then hopefully next time I'll give you guys information about corn flour business in the Gambia, if you guys are interested in doing that. Okay. Anybody has questions? Okay, because I make it simple. It's more complicated than that when I did my research. The way they're talking about operational costs, expenses, this and that. But I made it simple for y'all. Just buy your chicken for $200. Rent a farm or buy a land, put enough bricks so that your chicken don't run, because they will run. They have done that to me so many times. They will escape. They will fly, and then of the brick, if the wall is not high enough and they're on top of it, you can't reach them, and they're looking at you like, hey, catch me if you can. So you just do whatever you do. I'm talking from experience. Okay. Yeah. It's like they're on top of there. You don't have a ladder to climb to get them. And even if you try, you might end up breaking a leg. So, and then when they're ready to come home, that's when, if they want to come back, if they escape, that's it. You lose your $500 seat. Because one chicken I bought was a nice one too. That thing had a lot of eggs inside. It was ready to lay eggs. And it seems like every time we buy chickens, we always found eggs. A lot of eggs inside. The ones that we use for Sunday cooking. Yeah. So, I tell you, let's go and make some money, y'all. The money's there to make. This is a country that is small. There's not a lot corruption going yet. Okay, it has a lot of potential. And you have, I would say, a lot of people that Jamaican descent or moving there, and there's a market there too. Okay, and you have a lot of Europeans especially the German. I don't know, they just love Gambia. And then they go there. That's another market. You see what they like. See what kind of food that the Germans like. If you want to import them and sell them, believe you me, you will make some money. The French, they usually go to Senegal. My French people, they go to Senegal. Okay. Um, since I'm not in Senegal, but Senegal has been taken care of because it's big. You have a large French-speaking community that's coming from different part of the world, so that really they tap into that market. So that I know it's somewhat saturated, but there's also room to start business in Senegal. But the Gambia needs investment. Okay, needs investment, needs entrepreneur, anyone that who you when you go there you see, you survey, and see what kind of people that migrate there. Like I see there's a lot of Jamaican descent migrated in the Gambia. So that's the business there too. Remember, Jamaicans, they have their own way of cooking. So if you want to invest into, um, let me see what else they like something. They like beans, red beans. They use a lot of coconut in their meal, so you can make coconut milk. Okay, they like their oxtail. You can make that. You can just like package it nicely, and then sell oxtail. Um, there's a lot of that. Mr. Baba Toko invites you. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of that. Okay, so if you guys are into, if any Jamaican Americans who are listening and wants to relocate to the Gambia, there's a big market. And then Jamaicans like grapefruit, just like we like grapefruit in Haiti too. There's a market there. Okay. So now tonight I'm only focusing on the poultry business. Only the poultry business I'm focusing on. But as I, start, giving you, coming with ideas, and show you guys there's a potential, and this is the time. This is the time. If any of you are interested in building yourself, in relocate, especially, you know, here in United States in the beginning, in after November 5th, November 5th was our election, and we all know who's the president now. I don't want to say the name. Um, yeah. So some people said, "Oh, I want to relocate. I'm not staying here. I'm moving here. I'm moving there. I'm moving." For some of you who wants to relocate, whether to West Africa, this is the place to be. You guys gonna learn a lot, okay? And if you need information about Ghana, thank you, Hannah, thank you. If you guys need information about Ghana, I don't really know so much about Ghana, but I can. If you really wants to know, there's a YouTuber on I watch. She live in Ghana. She's an African American. She's from California. She married to a Ghanaian. She's doing great in Ghana. Okay, Ivory Coast, I can guide you guys because I speak French as well, and so I know about the Ivorian culture and what they like to eat, and then the type of business that is working there. Okay, real estate business is working there very well. So I can pretty much guide you through. But my focus mainly is on the Gambia. Okay? Yeah. So thank you so much for some of you who really enjoy my live, who like the live, who push. Thank you so much. And don't forget to go on my YouTube channel, Amorachi Business, and subscribe and share with your friends. Okay? Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.